name is Mary Gunning, independent GelMoment distributor, and today I'm going to show you how to do this fun rainbow animal print nail. I had a lot of requests for the tutorial. I'm very excited to show everyone. I have everything ready. So I have 2 nail sticks here with a coat of Lovey Dovey, are white. And I had these 2 nails with a base of Lovey Dovey. You can see the Lovey Dovey underneath the rainbow wash. I used my child's art sponge. I'm sure you could probably use the stamp out of the stamping kit. However, I decided to try the sponge. I wanted to give it a try. It is messy, so it will get all over your hands. I have a tip to clean up the mess on your hands. I actually like to use the dotting tool from the stamping kit, and I wrap our cleanser pad around the dotting tool, and then you can use that to very accurately clean off your finger. So let's get started. I did already put the colors on here. You can see the sponge absorbs the polish. It did stain the sponge too, so if you have a sponge that you like, I wouldn't suggest using it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this onto the nail. Because the sponge absorbs, it does kind of make a little bit of a mess, and it makes your nail stick or your finger all bubbly. I'll just clean this up here a little bit. So you're gonna have to clean off your nail, and the bubbles are okay. We'll fix that. I'll show you how I fix that. I used a brush from the Creativity set. I used one of the thinner flat brushes. Just trying to get it to focus there. And all I did was I just sort of popped the bubbles. And the Lovey Dovey will show through. That's okay. It kind of makes a pretty wash. You can also get some more polish if you wanted. The sponge sort of creates a guide for you. So in between colors, I wipe off the brush. Then I go into the next color and I just sort of pop the bubbles and blend the color. It's okay if it goes into the next color. It will look, the stripes kind of hide that when you put the zebra stripes on, so it's not a big deal. I actually really like the washed look of it. So I just pop the bubbles, blend the color, and then go to the next one. And again, it's okay if the Lovey Dovey shows through. So we've got Make Your Mauve, Make Your Mauve, Crazy for Blue, and then the green is Mint Gelato. So just sort of popping the bubbles, blending the color. It's a little bit tedious. I'm sure the stamping kit might not be as messy. I'm gonna try it one day. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, popping the bubbles, going on to the next color, the lemon meringue. Oops. So, adding some color to it, popping the bubbles. And then the next color, got some bubbles up here. I'm just gonna pop. Okay, the next color is Candlelight Flame. It's a very pretty bright orange. I love the bright colors, and it looks really good on this design. Okay, and then the last color is Frozen Margarita, very hot pink. I love the look of it as well. I'm excited to try a pedicure with it. It's next on my list. Okay. There's still some bubbles up here. like it doesn't really matter if it's too rough, because at the end, the Clearly Frisky, which will be our top coat for this look, will balance it out. If you kind of muck it up like I just did, don't panic. Just get some more color and blend. Blending fixes everything. There we go. Okay, and again, I like the washed look of it. So don't panic too much if the lovey-dovey is showing through. It still looks really cool. Okay, so that's what it looks like when I'm done all that. Oh, sometimes after you smooth it out, more bubbles come back. Just pop them. There we go. Okay. Let me put a little bit more mint gelato on there. There we go. I'm sort of doing like a dab in motion with the brush. Okay, so I am going to cure that. I have my deluxe lamp over here. We'll give that a cure. And then maybe we'll start the next one while that's curing. So for the next one, it's gonna be your leopard print. And I wanted to do the same gradient as the zebra print so that the rainbow flows together. So all you're gonna do is you're going to do dots using your dotting tool. So whatever dotting tool size you want. So we're gonna have some purple, make your mauve at the top. My nails aren't as long as this. So just sort of randomly put your color on. It doesn't have to be perfect dots. The leopard print isn't perfect by any means. Then you're gonna go into the next gradient, which is Crazy for Blue, and put your dots along. You can kind of go off to the side of the nail. Again, not perfect. Then the next color is Mint Gelato. And you can do, you can see I did 3 dots of each. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be 3, it could be 4, it can be less, more random the better. Oops, there's a little bit of mixing going on there, that's okay. Okay, and then the next color is Lemon Meringue. So put the lemon meringue next. And then we have Candlelight Flame. Whoops, I didn't get all that off. So I'm wiping my dotting tool in between each application. Okay, and you want to try and leave a little bit of room. I'm sort of overcrowding this, but the design can have just plain black spots as well. And then our last color, Frozen Margarita. Okay, and I made a little bit of a mess on that. I'm going to clean up. So I'm going to do what I mentioned earlier. I'm just going to wipe this or wrap a cleansing pad around my dotting tool and get that spot that I made a spill on. There. Okay. So I'm going to cure this while I do my zebra design. This is cured now. So this will cure while we work on our zebra design. And I am going to use the smallest striper brush from the Creativity Kit to do the zebra design. The zebra design is quite simple. If you look at it, it's essentially squiggly lines and Y's. So you're gonna use Raven's Kiss, the black, and the striper brush, and you're just gonna randomly do Y's and stuff. If there's some bubbles or messes from from trying to fix the design, then you can just put your zebra design. Sorry, I don't like that, so I'm going to wipe that off. If you make a mistake, no big deal. Just wipe it off. You can try and put your design on top of some of the roughness and the bubbles to hide it. So I've got a bubbly patch right here, so I'm just going to hide that with the design. And so I just kind of go with it here. There isn't really too much of a technique or a strategy. I kind of just go where my brush takes me. So I'm going to make this one a Y. And then if it gets blotchy like that, you can just use your striper brush to, I'm a little shaky here. I think that's more because I'm doing a video. You can just sort of use your striper brush to smooth that out. Whoops. Make sure you're focused. Okay. There we go. So again, you're just doing random lines. I'm gonna do another little one under here. I try to make the ends nice and pointy. You can use your striper brush with that. If you really like your design, you can flash cure. I'm gonna go with do the whole thing without flash curing though. You can still accurately wipe some stuff off if you're not liking the way that it looks. So I'm gonna do, again, Y is our key here. So let's do a Y here. Okay, so I like how that's looking. You can do some single lines, try and get some flow, thinner lines, thicker lines. The beauty thing about zebras is they're all different. They all have different lines. I do a wavy one here. Maybe a little guy there. Oops, you don't, if you're trying to do a thin line, make sure you don't have a bubble on your, or like a big blob on your brush. Okay, I'm gonna do another Y here. Again, no methodology to it, just it's a little bit awkward because I've got my stand, or my camera stand here. But, oh, see, so I was planning on doing a Y, but that didn't happen, so I'll just go with it. It ends up looking really cool. I'll do another Y there. I'm gonna kind of extend that Y a little bit. There we go. So see, I like how that's looking. My nails are a lot shorter than this, so. Okay, and then I might just do a couple lines. Put a little branch on this guy. Again, so it's really easy. It's a really easy design to pull off. Just don't panic if things aren't going the way that you're planning, and go with it. I might do one right across here on the purple. There, so that's what I've got for this one. If you see any that are blotchy, you can try and smooth them out. Just drag out your polish. There, some of them are, this guy here, I'm gonna make that more pointy. Make this one more pointy. There. There. So that looks cool. I am going to cure that. I like the way it looks. So while that's curing, we will do finish off the leopard print here. So I'm going to use the same striper brush that we used for the zebra. This is really easy again. All you're going to do is you are going to line your dots. And again, this is random too. The prints are never the same. So you just go with it. It can be touching the color. It doesn't have to be touching the color. It can go over the color. I try to make it random. So the more random, the better. Thick lines, thin lines, whatever you want to do. So I try to randomize it so they're not all the same. Some of them can just have one. The smaller ones, I sometimes just put one on. And then I try to make, well, that one didn't work out so good, but I'm gonna fix it up. Again, you can wipe ones that you don't like. If you're really nervous about it, you can flash cure. So some of these lighter ones I might do too. I try to do like a pointy end and then a thicker end of the line. The striper brush works really well for that. So just outlining your colors. And let's see, I went into the color there. That's okay, it doesn't have to be exactly around it. Into our lemon meringue, our yellow. You're just gonna outline all of the colors. It looks like it's hard, but it's really easy. Don't be intimidated by it. Sometimes when you're halfway through, it's not quite looking what you think it should be looking like, but just go with it. So thicker lines, thin lines. You don't want perfect circles because then it won't look true. There we go. And then to finish it off, you want to put a few random specks throughout it. So we'll do some blotches throughout the design here. You can even do some empty ones. They don't have to have color in it. Like if you did like an outline of a cheetah print with no color in it, that's okay. So again, just doing some empty ones or some specks throughout your design. This one's a fairly busy one. There is also a leopard and zebra print in the stamping kit. You could definitely use those as well. If you did the leopard print with the stamping kit, make sure, or you could just stamp it and then add colored dots to the center of the stamp. There, so that's pretty cool. I am going to leave that. So we'll cure that. And then, so curing that, and then you're gonna add clearly, here's our cured zebra print. You're gonna add clearly frisky coat to the top of it to seal in the nail art. And it helps smooth it out. So add your clearly frisky to the top. This will make it smooth. You can cap your end. There. And then we'll cure that, and this one is all done. I used, for my manicure, I used mint gelato for my other fingers. You can get creative with this, do rainbows or other colors, whatever you think. Okay, so we'll cure that, and then I'm going to add Clearly Frisky to the top of this one. And then this one is all done. So to seal in the nail art, whoops, I had way too much on that. Sometimes I do that by accident. With Clearly Frisky, I'll just wipe some of that off. So it's gonna seal in the nail art and make it smooth. So put that on there, cap our end. And we'll cure this, and then this one's done. Okay, so now our zebra print is completely done. I think it looks good. I like the washed look. So, whoops, there we go. So that's our leopard print rainbow nail. Leave that there, and then I didn't let that cure all the way, but just to show you our leopard print rainbow nail. And there you have it. So that is how you can create a fun animal looking print on your nails. Thank you everyone for tuning in.